talk about one of the best, most cutting edge tools out there to help you beat stress or better manage it so that you can get back to having that peace of mind, mental clarity, and gain back your energy again. What is that tool? It's clinical hypnotherapy. I'm Kirsten. I'm trained as a clinical hypnotherapist and a transformational coach. I'm the author of the book Power Now. The difference between hypnosis and hypnotherapy is that hypnosis is a tool to help you bypass your conscious thinking mind to access your subconscious mind, and it's suggestions helping you to relax. You can have suggestions for confidence, for better sleep, things like that. But it doesn't necessarily solve the problem that you're facing. It can help be a great tool to plant seeds of suggestion into your subconscious mind. However, what if there's weeds in your mind? Hypnosis is going to be planting seeds while it could be ignoring the weeds in your garden that is your mind. So that's where hypnotherapy comes in, because you're using hypnosis, that state of relaxation, combining it with therapy, and together you're able to access the subconscious mind, find where are the roots of that weed, and pull it out. Now, when people come to me because they have a lot of stress in their life and it's impacting their personal life, their time with their family, or it's impacting their career, and they're just feeling like they're so stressed, they're getting burnt out, they come to me and I ask them, what are they doing to manage the stress? And here's a few mistakes that I see people making. They're trying to spend hours per day meditating, forcing their mind, and then they get frustrated with themselves because they're like, I just cannot keep my mind silent. I can't force it to be silent. And then I got frustrated with myself and I give up. So I just don't even meditate at all. So a lot of people who come to me, they find that their mind just can't sit still. They struggle with meditation. They like the idea of it. However, they're not able to use it and benefit from it. Another mistake I see people making is thinking that you need to do all the things, watching all the videos on YouTube about stress and stress management and coping, or to listen to every single podcast, read all the self-help books. But that only adds to the pile of things that you have to do, which creates more burnout. So then you find that you are able to do less, because even just doing those things becomes tiring and exhausting. And a lot of the times there's conflicting advice there. So it's not actually helping. Maybe you've been doing meditating every day, seeing a counselor or a therapist, reading all these self-help books or listening to podcasts. Maybe you're already doing those things as part of your day-to-day routine. However, you're finding that that issue is still there, that all these things that you're doing, they're helping, but you still feel stuck. You're still not seeing the results that you want. Why is that? Well, that's because you're remaining topical. It's as if you have an infection and you just put a Band-Aid on top of the wound. The Band-Aid is not going to heal the infection. You need to heal the infection itself, right? So that brings me to what I do using clinical hypnotherapy. Here is an overview of what I help people do using clinical hypnotherapy. This is the path that I tend to take when someone comes to me and they're so stressed, so burnt out, they're exhausted, they feel they can't do anymore, and they're being hard on themselves because they know they're capable of doing more. The first thing that we do is we look for the root cause of the issue. Just like with the garden with the weeds in it, you want to pull the weed from the root. And so with hypnotherapy, what we're doing is we are looking for the root cause of the stress. You want to find the trigger that is embedded in the subconscious mind, because usually what's happening is there is a trigger within the subconscious mind and it's getting overstimulated and it's triggering all the time for every little thing. Things where you're like, this is so tiny. Why am I getting stressed over this? Why can't I handle these small things anymore? It's because of that trigger in the subconscious mind. So ideally, you want to address that trigger within the subconscious mind and you want to heal it. And when you heal it, what happens then is you're moving to the next step, which is the emotion that is attached. That could be stress, that could be overwhelm, that could be feelings of unworthiness, feelings that you didn't even know that you were feeling, but they are there on an unconscious level. And when I say on an unconscious level, I mean an unknowing level, a level that's outside of your conscious awareness. So usually what happens when we are younger is if we're upset, we're crying, we're angry as a little kid, your parents or an authority figure says, stop crying, don't be angry, right? They tell us this. And so then we learn to suppress and repress our emotions. We're literally bottling them up and stuffing them down inside of ourselves. And guess what? They don't disappear when you do that. They actually stay there and they turn into problems down the road that could lead to anxiety attacks or panic attacks, or finding that every little thing is piling up and now you're feeling so overwhelmed by the smallest of things. It's because we need to also heal the emotions that are stuck within the subconscious mind. And if you read the book, The Body Keeps the Score, it also talks about how emotions that are trapped inside of your mind, they become stuck inside your body and they can create symptoms, health symptoms, and illness. And usually by this stage, my clients are feeling so much lighter, as if this weight has been lifted. Like even physically, their body will feel different. They'll just be like, wow, and they feel lighter and they carry themselves with their shoulders back. They feel their energy come back. It can happen quite quickly because we're getting to the root cause of the issue. And your emotions really can weigh you down, or you can physically be feeling that weight. You can physically be feeling so exhausted, overwhelmed, mental brain fog, all this fatigue. These type of things can be lifted once you heal your subconscious mind and release some of those emotions that got stuck there in the first place. Then what starts to happen as you're healing the root cause, you're healing the emotions in the subconscious that are stuck, what starts to happen is you are regulating your nervous system. And by this point, my clients are starting to feel, as they come back for each session, they're starting to feel that their mind is more sharp, that they have more energy in general. They're feeling more confident, brighter, clearer minded, and they're noticing that the stress is really disappearing, and they're surprising themselves that they're better able to manage the stressors that come up in their life. That's because we are healing on such a deep level, and being in a state of trance is also very restorative for your body because it is equivalent to being in a deep state of REM sleep. It's as if you have all these tabs open on your computer, and you know how that slows down your computer? When you're in a nice deep state of trance, it's like closing all those tabs and just having one open. It functions so much better. And my clients always notice how much better they feel after each session of just having some of that deep rest. And then the next thing we do is we establish new behaviors to the stressors, because let's be honest, as much as people come to me and say, I never want to feel stressed again, I never want to be angry again, I never want to feel this type of emotion again. If we block yourself from feeling that emotion, we are going to create a whole bunch of other problems, because you are a human being who is designed to feel emotions. The correct thing to do is to know how to manage those emotions, know the best way to express those emotions so that they don't become repressed. And you can feel those emotions and not be bothered by them, not go into a negative spiral, not feel like any little stress in your life is just adding to that pile and weighing you down. No, not at all. You can get to a point where something challenging happens, or something that would have taken you down before. Now you recognize this, and we are creating a new response to that stressor, because now you are mentally and physically feeling lighter and stronger, more rested and more capable, and your nervous system is recovering. Now we're able to use the hypnotherapy to give positive suggestions for the new response that you want, which is to be able to better manage the stressors and to face it with more resiliency, more confidence, more creativity, because you can get to a point where when a challenge comes up, you can realize that this is an opportunity to learn a lesson, or to gain a new skill, or to move things in a different direction. You can become someone that's like, okay, this challenge is here to bring me to my next level. And let's be honest, I always tell my clients that life is always going to continue lifing. There will always be some sort of up and down, high and low. There will be the next challenge, the next stressor, the next something happening with the economy, presidents, like you just don't know. There's always going to be something. So the best thing you can do is to learn to manage that stress and give your body that refresh that you need so that you become more resilient and so that you can upgrade the hardware in your mind to become better at managing the stressors in your life so that those stressors are not sending you into a negative spiral. In fact, you can keep your momentum and feel fantastic along the way. All of these steps that I outlined are actually steps from my very own method that I have created, the Power Now method. And I've mentioned those steps in my book, and I walk you through step by step how to use that for yourself. So if you would like to know how to reprogram your subconscious mind and how to use tools such as self-hypnosis, you can grab your copy of my book, Power Now, The Art of Getting What You Want, How to Master Your Mind and Love Your Life. You can pick it up. The link is below. Or if you know you would like more support and you would like to accelerate this journey, I do offer private sessions online so we can work together no matter where you are in the world. And I can help you to feel less stressed in 90 days or less. And we will work through all of these points that I mentioned in this video. It may sound like a lot to you, but really the process is simple, because I will be there guiding you through it. And you will notice a breakthrough in each session. And my clients always notice a breakthrough from the very first session. So if you are ready to feel better, gain back your energy, and gain back your mental clarity, feel like yourself again, or even the 2.0 version of yourself, visit the link below to find out how I can help you. And I will share my exact strategy with you. And you can book a call so that we can discuss how this will look in your life. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I release hypnosis audios that can help you to feel even better from the comfort of your own home. And I release training videos on the subconscious and how you can use that power to benefit your life.